Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So I want to do a video going over these missions right here. This is something that Dokkan is implementing here during this Worldwide Download Celebration, and I love this. I think this is so good for the general player base. We've had missions for Dokkan events. These are for the 4 new LRs. We've had missions basically for all 4 of the new LRs. Future Gohan, Future Trunks, the Blue Vegito, and Fusion Zamasu, as you guys can see from the 4 medals right there. We've also had medals for the sub-EZAs, which have been good. Not all the sub-EZAs, but some of them, which is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and do missions for these 2 Trunks events right here, and then the 2 Future Gohan events. Again, I think that this is very handy for players who just don't want to sit there and grind Dokkan events all day long, which is good. I think that this is a decent solution. A much better solution would be, I think, just to create a red zone level difficulty, you know, that people could do that would give like 50 medals a run or something like that. I think that would be a little bit better. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to go ahead and accomplish here. So, in stage 1 of the Sword of Hope Trunks event, we need to clear it with 3 Miraculous Awakening characters, and then we need to clear stage 1 of the event within 6 turns. Not going to be tough. Then for the second stage of the Sword of Hope Trunks event, we need to do it with 3 Time Traveler characters. We need to do it with an AGL, Attack, an Int, an STR, and a Physical type character. We need to do it without using items, and we need to do it within 5 turns. All pretty easy. Then for the future Gohan Dokkan event, we have to beat it with 3 Connected Hope characters, and then we also have to do it under 5 turns. That's stage 1. Then for stage 2, we need to use Future Saga category characters. We need to use 1 of every typing, AGL, Tech, and STR Physical. We need to do it without items and within 5 turns. So let's go ahead and just knock these missions out, get these done, and then of course, again, this will be pretty useful for players, right, to be able to get just a bunch of extra medals and cut down on the grinding time a little bit here. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the Sword of Hope Dokkan event. Again, we want to do stage 1. That's where we're going to focus on Miraculous Awakening category characters. So let's just go ahead and jump in. We're just going to go ahead and rock in here with a superhero category team. This should be pretty fine. Yep, and I mean, the thing about doing like one of these Dokkan events like this, we just let that baby run full auto-botto, and we are going to be good to go, right? Now, again, as I mentioned, I think that this is a fine sort of like start that they've done right here. I really have no issues with this whatsoever. These extra missions. I mean, creating missions like this to make the grind less tedious, there's only positives with that, right? Like, there is no negative by them making things easier for players to grind up. I have personally seen many people do not like having to grind Dokkan events, right? People don't like to do Prime Battle. Well, I mean, to be completely fair, I see complaining about literally everything in the game, right? Like, people don't like grinding free-to-play characters, blah, 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 right? But I'm on board with, you know, the Dokkan event grinding is certainly not very fun. So, again, my solution is not missions like this, although I think this is, you know, at least a nice start. I think that the best way they could go about this is to create a new difficulty, like, stage for all Dokkan events, right? Oh, cool, we get Beast Gohan's nullification right there. For all Dokkan events, this could even be something, like, they just blanket added into every single Dokkan event. I mean, it could be very fun. Especially a lot of the older Dokkan events have really interesting gimmicks, right? Some of the burst modes recently have been kind of fun. The Omega Shenron event burst mode was fun. The Turles event burst mode was fun because those Dokkan events had different gimmicks compared to just like the normal Dokkan event fights, right? The Vegeta and Trunks burst mode, I mean, that was just one of these like normal Dokkan events we see these days, right? Didn't really have one of these special gimmicks that we used to see way back in the day. But if they did that, right? Like, let's say they added some sort of like, you know, new difficult. Wow, we're actually gonna get the Beast Gohan KO screen right here. Okay, sure, sure, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's say they do add like they take my idea. This would fix, I mean, certainly a content issue that I think a lot of people have with the game, right? And it would allow us to fight, like, you know, let's say, okay, so, like, for this celebration, right? We would have like a Vegito Blue boss fight, a Fusion Zamasu boss fight. Like those are the 2 Dokkan events of like, you know, a really big difficulty, right? Last Celebration was Super Trunks, right? Before that was LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? It's like if there's like a Red Zone style, very difficult stage, I mean, that would be good, right? That we would have to take that down. Like, so like a character like, I don't know, DOKKANFEST Turles, right? DOKKANFEST Turles is a decent character. I mean, I wouldn't really go, oh my god, he's so bad, or oh my god, he's so good, right? Like, he's a decent character, right? So he is really busted if you're going up against a Goku family enemy. So like, if, you know, okay, like Tanabata is LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You know, we know that this is going to be like a super difficult Dokkan event, you know, when we do that final stage, you know, the new difficulty level. Like, let's make sure that we, you know, use Turles, since his support is going to be crazy. All right, so now let's go and hop into stage 2 right here. Now we did the first stage, right, with the Miraculous Awakening characters, and we also did it within 6 turns. Now here, this stage right here, I'm just going to go ahead, we're going to use Sword of Hope Trunks' team right here. We just brought a bunch of strong characters. I might undo... Yeah, I'm actually probably going to undo the auto in 1 second, just to kind of fix up the rotations a little bit. So there's several missions for this one, right? There's a bunch of missions. We'll be able to get, what, 28 medals just by doing these missions, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a lot. But I do want to make sure that we're going to go ahead and take these guys out. So let's get Sword of Hope Trunks attacking first. Yeah, and let's just blow them away just like this right here. Perfect. I'm going to want to make sure to probably keep the Zamasus together as well. So this one, we have to beat this within 5 turns. I mean, there's only 4 phases, right? So one of the phases they're going to let us take 2 turns on. But I mean, if we're using like LR Sword of Hope and stuff like that, we should not have any difficulties. And I mean, remember, this is double LR Sword of Hope, which means we're also running a double 200% leader skill team, right? So the entire team is just completely rocking this. I'm going to put, no, we'll do Ella. I was going to put Goku Black and Zamasu so they'd get built up a little bit, but it's like, wait a minute. No. Let's just rock LR Fusion Zamasu. He is going to do way more damage, Fusion Zamasu, right? Like, because he gets hit, and remember, he builds up as well. But Fusion Zamasu, if he gets hit first, he's also going to get his additional, which would be very good to, yeah, do exactly that. Fusion Zamasu might be a boost character in this Dokkan event as well. I'm just gonna... Oh, well, we could just pop this. That's probably GG right there. There's no way a Dokkan event... Yeah, nice damage. Nice damage, man. Yeah, Vegeta, like, some of these characters with their active skills can be very good for some of these events, right? Like, Beast Gohan and a full superhero team can do a turn 3 active skill. Vegeta and Trunks and a full future team could do a turn 3 active skill, right? We have several characters who are sort of built in that way, where they could do those active skills very fast. Like, when a while back when I was grinding Dokkan events, I was using kind of like a GT hero team. The LR Super Saiyan 4s with their turn 4 active skills were great, right, for grinding Dokkan events, because it's like, you know, you'd get to turn 4, they pop the active skill, like, before the turn starts or any nonsense happens, and then the enemy is just completely cooked right there, right? Alright, so this is going to get the 4 missions done, so we're going to be able to get all of the Dokkan event medals for this Trunks event as well. Now we just need to go ahead and knock out the missions for the future Gohan Dokkan events. I remember that original future Gohan Dokkan event stage, by the way, used to be annoying because his defense was super high. So, all right, we got those done. Let me just go ahead and build some teams, and we will cook the future Gohan Dokkan event missions now. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So, for stage 1 here, we are going to go ahead and rock the Connected Hope team. I mean, we'll just mostly use, like, the Spirit Bomb type characters for this. Easily, we could... I'm just going to rock the blue Vegito team. We'll just rock double of them, and we are going to be cooking. They're going to give us Vegeta and Trunks. Oh, what? Because of bond of parent and child? Nah, we want double blue Vegito for sure. Yeah, let's just go in like this, and we are going to smoke it, right? Now, this future Gohan Dokkan event, again, this one way back in the day, this one was, I mean, I don't want to call it tough or anything, but I do remember that this future Gohan was quite tanky, this first stage. I remember when this future Gohan first came out. Future Gohan, he's the one that actually introduced, the future category into the game, right? Back in the early days of categories. Yeah, I mean, when this guy came out, this is before movie heroes was even a thing, right? The category that they just typically buff every 5 seconds. Actually, when was our last movie hero buff? It has been well, I guess it would have been the Spirit Bomb LR Goku in the middle of June, huh? The guy who's still going to be coming to Global Dokkan. It would have been him. Alright, so we have a full AGL rotation for this phase. That's probably not too good, but I brought Spirit Bomb Goku. I figured Spirit Bomb Goku as kind of like an orb changer could allow us to kind of move through this a little bit quicker. We should be fine, though. Again, we only have to do this within, what, 5 turns? Yeah, they give you 5 turns. So for these missions, they give you 1 extra turn past, like, how many phases there are in the event. Right, so in this Dokkan event, there's 4 phases, and then we only have to beat it within the 5 turns. Although Dokkan events typically, like, if you're using, like, strong characters, you are just going to trash through these Dokkan events, like, without, I think, very much resistance whatsoever. These bosses, I mean, these guys are not exactly, you know, red zone level threats with the damage reduction and the HP numbers and stuff like that, right? Alright, here we go. It's not this phase, it's the next phase. Right, where his defense is just absolutely ridiculous. And we'll be able to use our own LR Future Gohan to just terrorize this phase right here. Yes! LR Future Gohan. The more time has gone on, the more I am very pleased with LR Future Gohan. You know, like, of course, me and many others talked about, we do badly want villain buffs, but, I mean, they could just balance things out fine, I think, by making the next DOKKANFEST a villain. I think that would get the job done fine. Okay, so Spirit Bomb Goku's not really going to be able to get too much, but we should be able to do this, and then we're going to be good. The 8th anniversary LR plus a blue Vegito in slot 2, they're going to be enough to finish off this future Gohan, right? I wanted to get... Oh, nice! Super attack dodge. Thank you. Put that on the board. I wanted to get Goku and Vegeta in slot 2. Remember, they do a lot more damage when they're in slot 2 or 3, the blue Goku and Vegeta. So they'll be able to just go ahead and take this guy out. Yeah, this is very, very easy right here. But all right. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of my idea for how they could kind of fix Dokkan event grinding is with that new difficulty stage. I mean, I don't know. I mentioned just 50 stamina. Typically, like, way back in the day, that's how much Dokkan event stages used to cost, was 50 stamina. Way back in the day, though, like, stamina was way more of, like, a, I mean, I don't know what I said, like, monetary type system. Way back in the day it was, right? Like stamina was part of sort of like the, again, the because stones were way more rare to get besides just buying them, like way back in the day. And so doing 50 stamina, right? 50 stamina to do one of these Dokkan events, where Dokkan events was the hardest, like, content in the game. Like, it was definitely rough for players way back then, right? So again, for the second one, we just want to use a future team. We should be completely good to go. We should just completely destroy this, right? Remember, we are going to rock Vegeta and Trunks, who are, you know, really good for, like, this type of grinding, you know, in a Dokkan event, because they're actually going to be able to give us the father-son Gallic gun, which looks like it's going to be on the final phase. They're in turn 2, which means we're going to be able to get the father-son Gallic gun in the final phase. I'm going to undo the auto, actually, just to make sure that we keep them on rotation, because that father-son Gallic gun is just going to be so good towards, like, speed blitzing this Dokkan event. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the stamina and the monetary, like, blah, 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 blah. But I just think that 50 stamina, to me, like, it would kind of, like, work or make sense. But I mean, I guess it could just be normal stamina, but like it doesn't even matter. Like, that's not a big deal. And I thought, like, 50 medals just seems like a nice, even number. People have said, oh, you should only have to do it once to be able to get the medals, but, like, that doesn't really matter, because typically, like, these Dokkan events don't drop, you get 77 medals and you're done, right? It's like, you need to get medals for the Dokkan event character. Typically, you need to get medals for, like, a banner unit. Like, there, you know, there's LRs. I mean, some of these Dokkan events, like, the physical Piccolo Dokkan event, like, do you guys know how many characters awaken with DOKKANFEST Piccolo's medals? Or, like, the transforming Goku medals? The transforming Goku medals are actually Like, it's actually sickening how many characters awaken with transforming Goku. It's ridiculous, right? Like, I almost want to pull that up. I'm actually, like, yeah, to end this video, those are two things I want to pull up. I want to pull up all the characters that Dokkan Awaken with the transforming Goku medals and with the DOKKANFEST Piccolo medals. I hope that the wiki has updated it with the new future Gohan. They probably haven't, but that's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this up. Here we're going to get to this last phase, and this is where Vegeta and Trunks are just going to go ahead and sort of sit this down probably right away just with the father-son Gallic Gun, right? I can't... Future Gohan does not live this, right? No, yeah, no way. No way is like a Dokkan event boss surviving that. That's just not happening. So there we go. We go ahead and cook him. Goodbye. Goodbye. See ya. And then there is all of the missions. So yeah, Dokkan, I mean, they could do one of these, either continue these missions, which is fine, or, again, allow us to, like, get one of those, like, harder, like, kind of like content stages. I think it would just really work so well. Because people are always complaining that there's no content. I mean, I've heard this literally every single day that this game has been alive, right? That there's no content. Oh, it's just a permanent thing, right, that you hear. All right, so we got that done. Let's go ahead and grab all of our medals over here. So again, this is going to be a lot of extra medals. This will be good for me because eventually, of course, I'm going to link level the LR, TUR, and SSR for both Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks as well as the future Gohan. So grabbing all these medals will be very good for us. Let's go ahead and grab them. Wabam! I will definitely take that. That's, you know, this is what, 4 runs. So we did this is 10 runs of a Dokkan event that we just get. I accidentally clicked that. It takes 10 years. But this is 10 runs of Dokkan events that we just get done in the time it basically takes us to do 2, which is awesome. All right, now let me just switch over. So this is the transforming Goku Dokkan medal. Look at the amount of characters that awaken with this. Like, if you're a new account, you have to grind this event like 50 times. Like, you just have to keep going. This is, you know, the physical Kaioken Goku, LR Goku and Piccolo, full power Frieza, the Int LR Goku and Piccolo, LR Goku and Frieza, Tech Carnival Revive Goku, transforming Goku, needs 77 of his own medals, of course, AGL Carnival Goku, the physical Piccolo and Goku, the Int Piccolo and Goku, Int Carnival Kid Gohan, and AGL Carnival Goku. So many medals there. And then Piccolo, it's the same thing, right? Where DOKKANFEST Piccolo, physical Goku and Piccolo, Int Goku and Piccolo. This is the Banner Unit Icarus Kid Gohan, Banner Unit Nail, physical Goku and Piccolo, the Carnival STR LR Goku, LR Future Gohan, Int LR Goku and Piccolo, and Int Kid Gohan. They just keep dropping LRs that need both of these medals, right? Constantly. So having a stage we could grind where we would just get like a huge chunk of these medals like in one run would be really nice. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.